Hi friends, and welcome to our course on Bank of America's Teller or Customer Service Representative Interview Preparation. I am so excited that you have decided to join us here today, and I have no doubt that if you complete this course with us, you will definitely get a job offer as a teller or as a customer service representative at Bank of America. So let me start by talking about the course outline and what you're going to get as part of this course. This entire course consists of 12 modules. In module number 1, we're going to start with the introduction, where we're going to cover the basics of the course. We're going to talk about what you can expect throughout and how you should really get organized and make sure that you go through the entire process one step at a time. Then we're going to go in step 2, which is all about helping you get motivated, getting organized, and staying consistent. A big part of interview preparation is really to, make sure that you avoid all the nervousness that comes with an interview. It's making sure that you really work on your confidence before you get into the nitty-gritty details about how to ace the appropriate interview. So we're really going to focus on that piece first. We're going to make sure that you work on your confidence. We want to make sure that you avoid all that nervousness that comes with any interview preparation or any interview in general. Make sure that you get organized and you stay consistent throughout the process, throughout your studying, all the way leading up to that Bank of America teller interview that you have. Then we're going to go through an 8-step interview preparation process that I call the 8-step mastery process. And we're going to go through all those steps one step at a time, all the way till the end. Step number 1 of the 8-step process is about studying the interview process. We're going to specifically focus on the interview process at Bank of America for a position of a teller or a customer service representative. So you're crystal clear on what to expect as you go through the entire process with them. Whether there are phone interviews, whether there's an assessment, whether that on-site interview, what does that really look like? We're going to talk about the entire process so you clearly can prepare appropriately for the appropriate process at Bank of America. Step number 2 is about studying the industry. Now look, if you want to join the banking and the financial services industry, you've got to know the industry well. You've got to study the industry well. You've got to be well prepared on terminology in the industry, some of the opportunities, the challenges in the industry, so that you can go into your interview and represent yourself really well. So this is going to be a high-level review of points that you can use in your interview process to study the banking and the financial services industry. Then we're going to study the company, in this case, Bank of America. We're going to study Bank of America in great detail. We're going to make sure that you're crystal clear on their mission, their vision, their values, their products, their services, their competitors, their financials, what's going on in the future, where are they investing in, so that you can, again, speak very confidently about Bank of America. You can speak really well about the company. You can showcase that you've done your research about the company before you really get into, the question and answer session. Then we're going to study the job description, in this case of a teller or a customer service representative. By the way, we're using both words here because the title has changed of this position. It used to be called teller, and now it's called customer service representative. So that the position is the same thing. So don't worry if you have either interview right now. The position has been changed. So we're going to study the job description. We're really going to go line by line in the job description. We're going to understand what this job really entails. We're going to start internalizing the language of the job description so you are crystal clear on what to expect when you get into that job, as well as crystal clear in a sense that you can represent yourself extremely well at Bank of America for this particular position. So it's very important to do that. Then we're going to jump into step number 5. Now, I believe that there are 8 main question types that you're definitely going to be asked as part of your Bank of America teller or CSR interview. And we're going to study those 8 main question types. And I'm also going to give you frameworks on how to approach each question type. So that's super important for you to be able to study as well. And then we're going to practice in step 6. So we're going to practice tons and tons of questions. I have almost 100 questions for you to practice. And then I also have top questions and answers that are asked consistently in the Bank of America teller or CSR interview that you should definitely practice. So we're going to look at those top questions, and if you are running short of time, or you want to get a quick dump of a few questions right before your interview, you should definitely look at this and also look at how approaches to answer each of these questions, and they will tie back directly to step number 5, which was those frameworks that we were talking about. Then in step number 7, we're going to talk about asking the right questions. We're going to give you a framework on how to ask the right questions in your interview so that you sound knowledgeable, you sound intelligent, you ask questions that make sense, not stupid questions like a lot of interviewees ask sometimes. You want to make sure that you represent yourself really well in that interview. Finally, we're going to get ready for I-Day, which is interview day in my world. And we're going to teach you, what does it really take to go ace that interview? How do you work on your confidence the morning of the interview? What do you need to wear for your interview? What do you need to carry with you for your interview? How do you make sure that entire interview process is a complete success? Then in module number 11, we're going to, sorry about that. In module number 11, we're going to follow up and make sure that, after your interview is over, how do you follow up? We have templates for all of this. So you can pretty much, copy paste what we have, and then you can, update it appropriately with, your verbiage and your language. And then we're going to conclude in the final lecture where we're going to summarize everything, give you some last minute tips, and make sure that you're well on your way to succeed as part of the stellar interview at Bank of America. So as part of this course, what you're going to get? You're going to get a 369-page slide deck. So it's pretty detailed to absolutely ace, your upcoming interview at Bank of America. We're going to give you 3 hours of video. Actually, this is incorrect. This has moved to 6 hours of video recently. So we've added 3 more hours. So there's 6 hours of video covering every little detail as possible of your upcoming interview at Bank of America. We're going to give you a 121-page workbook to complement all these slides. So as you're going through these video lectures, as you're going through the slides, you have a complete workbook that you can use to write your answers down, to practice all the stuff about the industry, the company, the question and answers. All that is in the workbook. So you'll be well on your way to make sure that that you will succeed in this interview. 24/7 email support whenever you want it, and then tons of frameworks and over hundreds of questions and answers for practice. So this is a pretty comprehensive course that will cover pretty much every aspect of the Bank of America teller interview, and I have no doubt that if you complete this interview, you will definitely succeed as part of this process. And again, everything at our company is backed by a 30-day MoneyBack Guarantee. So if it doesn't work for you, or for any reason you don't really enjoy this process, or you didn't really like our work, no problem. Just send us an email at support@coursetech.com, and we'll give you a refund immediately. Our courses are definitely backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, so we definitely want you to be satisfied. Otherwise, your money is definitely refunded. And the cost of this course, at least in my opinion, is definitely worth the extra confidence you're going to gain before your interview. So, just by going through the course, irrespective of whether you're already prepared or not, you're just going to gain extra confidence. You're going to go through the course, you're going to feel good, you're going to, make sure that all the points that you've been studying have been reinforced, everything is crystal clear for you. You want to make sure that you don't mess it up, the day before your interview, or there's nothing, to be hidden, or I believe that that itself is definitely that extra, the cost of the course. It's definitely worth the time. You're not going to waste. You might go online, search on Google, or look at different sites out there that will and try to get all the information on what you need to do in order to be able to ace your Bank of America interview. But instead, you can just use a proven technique. You can just make sure that you use our steps one step at a time that has worked for the millions of students that we have taught over the years. So I want to make sure that you just use a preparation plan that has worked for people, and just go through it one step at a time easily without worrying too much, and just go ahead and ace your interview. And it's definitely worth learning from people who are experts in this field. I mean, we have done this for a long time, and we know exactly what it takes to ace interviews and making sure that you can walk out a complete winner. And so you're definitely not going to go on this ride on your own. So as a reminder, here is what you're going to get. You're going to get the 369-page slide deck. You're going to get 6 hours of video, a 121-page workbook to complement the slides, 24/7 email support whenever you want. Just email us. We'll help you with your answers, with questions that you might have, or if you need to get on a call with us, we can probably do that too. Tons of frameworks, and over 100 questions and answers for practice. So here's a link that you can use right now to buy this course, or you can just add to cart. You can just and directly join us right away. So I hope I'll see you in the members area, where we will start studying immediately for your Bank of America interview, and make sure that you're well on your way to go and succeed this interview, and make sure that you come out a complete winner. All right, my friends, take care. Best of luck. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope to see you in the members area. If not, I wish you all the best for your career and your life. I love you. Take care, and best of luck. Take care. Bye.